Hello, boys. Oh, what? What? Super laggy. Okay. I might. Okay, is it super laggy for you guys? I tried a new plugin that should make it possible for me to record like vertical. I can show you actually. So you can see OBS here, and then I have this little preview thingy down here where it's basically I can do some kind of a save a clip and then it can be used for vertical videos. But it seems like that might cause some crazy. I don't know if it's that or if it's because I just upgraded OBS right before I went live. I said it, Kel'Thuzar. I shouldn't have done it. I don't know if I can stop now and start again and then be on the same stream. Yeah, YouTube is not receiving enough video smooth, blah blah blah. Is it my internet? No, it's not that, because it's like it's lacking. Let me just check something. Okay, bad start. I bring good news actually today, because I have done something offline. But let's get the stream running first, and then we take a look. What's going on? Okay, I'll try and stop the stream and start again. So just stay here and maybe refresh or whatever. Be back in 1 minute. Let's see here. Okay, so stop. Oh, wait a second. We can also try. What if I do like that? Still weird. I'm trying to stop and then start again. Streaming. Okay. Looks better now. That seems more. It seems more normal. Okay. So let me know. Let me know in the chat if the chat is still working. If you can see me. If it runs better now. Seems like it. I don't know if let me see here. Let's see. Come. So it's better, much better, right? Yeah. Yeah, better. Yeah. Okay, I can also see it now. Stream myself. Yes, perfect. Okay, so something with this. Apparently, even though I have a pretty powerful computer, it can handle both streaming and recording the stream in normal view thingy, and then also record the video in a vertical format. That's a little too much, apparently. Anyway. Let's see how music might be a little loud, I guess. Guess it's better now. I can't hang out for long, just popping in to say hi. Hello, Rob. Hello, OV, Spotty Justin. Hello, Gary. Hello, Lars. Hello, Twain. Hello, Kel'Thuzar. Hello, Community Go. Hello, Matteo. Yeah, Rob, I saw you found the button. You're stealing my joke. I was actually planning on doing something funny with that, like that, once, hopefully, we have multiplayer working. So, yeah. Is it multiplayer now? Well, no, it's not multiplayer. Yeah, I started on multiplayer in the last stream. And we ended up having 2 beans running around. But I have actually done a little since last time. Some of it is visible, some of it is not. Mainly I have been restructuring some stuff to make it hopefully easier for me to make the game multiplayer. And while I speak, let's go with some B-roll just to spice up the live stream a little. There you have me on my old computer setup. Anyway, so I have been working on some refactoring of some components, because what we learned in the last live stream was that some parts, as you always learn when you develop a thing over a long period of time, you become wiser and figure out what needs to be done, blah blah blah. And I figured out that some of I had a lot of stuff in the game that was that kind of expected and was depending on having the player from the start of a map. And with multiplayer, that's not always the case, or it's not the case as such. And also there's multiple players, so a lot of stuff has to be changed. So what I've tried to do off stream since last time was to take some of the actually going back to the normal single player version of the game, refactor stuff there, and then merge that into to the multiplayer branch. And it becomes, as always, very technically, and I don't know if I'm losing people here except Rob, maybe. Hopefully not. Kenneth was here. Cool. So the reason I'm trying to do some of the refactoring in the main branch, the main game, the single player version of the game, is that because this multiplayer thing is gonna take a long time, I would still like to be able to do smaller updates of the game that you guys play, the single player version, kind of in parallel. Of course, it cannot be true parallel because I'm only one guy, so I can't really work on more than one thing at the time. But I can a little by doing it like that, at least to a certain point of time, because at some point the multiplayer version will become too far off the main one to. So just a second. And here I am again. Yeah, at some point the multiplayer will be far off and I can kind of merge stuff in. Anyway. Let me check something here. What is that? Common burst. Yeah, so anyway, I refactored some stuff that's at some point going on the experimental branch. Just basically everything should work as it's been all the time for you guys in the single player version. Maybe some mods might be broken, some of the more code heavy mods, but not too much, I think. I haven't changed that much. And some of the changes I've actually did should actually speed up the loading time of maps just a little, at least. Okay, so let's take a look, because what I've also done since last time, because last time we had we can go in here while we talk here. Last time we had a version of the game, 2 versions of the game running, and I could join on a local machine. What I changed since last time is now it's actually able to connect over the internet. And you could say, isn't that a little quickly to do that, because you can't do anything in the game really? And also I think actually, because I merged some stuff, I think the black glasses from the last stream is gone again, so now you can't see where they're looking, but that's not super important. So yeah, Sullivan, I saw you commenting on the first video actually on the I saw you were commenting on the video where I show a time lapse of the first 1.5 hours I worked on the game, which is like 3-4 years ago or something like that. So what I'm trying to do now is to start up the clone project. As you might remember from last time, when testing multiplayer, you kind of need 2 versions of the game. And I don't know if we should do it like this, but let's try. And the easiest way to do that is to have 2 versions of Unity that is kind of synced. And as you can see up here, it has clone 0, so that's just a clone of this Unity over here, which is the real one. So when I make changes over here, they should be updated over here too. It's not always the case, I figured out. I don't know if you have the same problems, Rob, if you're using parallel sync here too. But anyway, so let's check and just see, because I have changed something. Okay, like yeah, and I'm still trying to fight some of these issues as that I also have in the last live stream, that when you go from single to multiplayer, there's a lot of stuff, especially in the player, that you have to disable. And for instance, right now, if you spawn some stuff, both players will spawn it on your machine. Nothing works. Let me put it that way. But you will see in a moment. When multiplayer is or maybe might be a thing in the game, would you make a way to reduce lag? If I could remove and reduce lag, I think I would be better off solving that problem for all online games. So I don't think I can do anything better than any other games really. But of course there is a lot of stuff you can fake, and that's what I'm gonna do. That's how everybody's doing it, because we can't get around, at least to my knowledge, around lag. So there will be lag, just as in any other game. So, and that's actually also why I want to set up this possibility to connect to a game fairly easily. It will be easier in the real game, but right now it's easy enough. I might do something more, but for me to test it, it's important that I can connect over internet, so it's easy for me to test quickly with my kids or something like that, even though you can't do anything now. And I also have some tools. I haven't done that yet, but will early on also have tools that fake slow connections or connection that is dropping out. That's very important, because that will be, that's something that I need to handle somehow. But of course I cannot make it totally spotless. Anyway, so let's take a look here. Okay, it's a little small because I'm on these 2 screens. Maybe I can, can I do that? Can I go maximize here and oops, maximize here? I need also a better way to test this. So I have a console on both here, and now over here I can say, and this is, whoops, we will do something soon here. I can actually, just to show that I can now do it over the internet, even though it's on one computer. I could take my laptop, but I don't want to do that. It's annoying. It works. So I can say start host over here. And then it does its Unity relay stuff, blah, 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 figuring out that it needs to connect to Europe. And then it gives a join code. And then I can go over here to the other client. Again, this is not how it's gonna be as this. This is just me testing it out. So I can say join host, and then I can put in MCLLBP or whatever, something like that. And then hopefully it will join. Okay, so it did. So even though, and you can actually see over here, you can see I have one of these issues with some outline stuff that we also had last time, and that's some of the things I will have to fix. But now the game is not meant to be played like in a vertical setting like this. But anyway, it works, and we can go over here. So here you can see. So this is actually running on over the internet. So even though I'm on the same machine, I don't think Unity can kind of see that and fake that. So I'm pretty sure it goes. Well, I know it does because there is a backend in Unity Relay where I can see traffic because I'm paying for it at the end of the day. So this is actually going over the internet. So far, lagging is not too big of a issue, but of course it will be. But anyway, this is actually, even though it looks like the same as last time, it's actually joining over the internet as we will do in the real world, because you will not play on the same machine. So one of the issues you can see here is that when I'm looking up, this is, over here to the left, I'm controlling this player. You can see Rock around here, but as you can also see, when he's moving up and down, and maybe not rotating to the sides because that's another thing, but rotating like that, you can see that the tool is actually also moving, and you can see that this tool, the switching of the tool, is also mirrored. But that's because both players in the game are registering that I'm clicking the button, which of course shouldn't. And when I start to spawn stuff, both of them will spawn, and over on the other one over here, you can't see anything goes on. So again, nothing works. But one thing I would like to try actually was an idea I got this morning. Also another thing, when one person disconnects, everything breaks. So long way to go. Yeah, I can open the inventory, and I couldn't do that in the last live stream, I think. But that's because I need to handle it a little differently. Now that I have 2 or more players. So, yeah, we only have a moving bean, and we will have that for a while, because changing that is not actually that. I guess that's not the biggest problem. It's more like making it work. But let me see, I had some pending changes here. Let me check. One thing, I don't know if you noticed it, but when I started up, the game actually didn't start. It just got in this weird state where I had to take up the console to join and the host. Yeah, again, this will work completely different, but I need a way to do it easily here while testing. So I might also want to do some other stuff to make the game start up faster, so I can easier troubleshoot some stuff. But oh yeah, Rob, are you still here? I guess he's gone. He's out. Because I actually have a question. But I just need to look that up. It's something with timing, when something is happening compared to other stuff, like awake and on network spawn, blah blah blah. So one thing that could be actually interesting to see, it would be nice to get away from that behavior of when the player you're actually playing does something, the other player does the same, because that shouldn't be happening. So let's see if we cannot fix that somehow. And also another thing. Online and Okay, so so we would like the other player to not do that stuff, or maybe let me just, I want to do something else first. Let me find I don't know if this is possible, but I would like to be able to, so the game actually always start as a local hosted not that one. Scene loading manager. I would like it so that the game always starts as a local hosted game. So I should be able to say, and this is really where is it? Console commands. Turn static. Should be that. Yep. And then start local host. Again, terrible. But and very hacky. But hey, that's how it is. A lot of the stuff I'm doing here in the beginning is just like hacking stuff just to see it work, and then going back, making it work more beautiful, simpler. Yeah, Rob was here, but I think he's out. He said that, but it's okay, no problem. Is it easy to make multiplayer? No. Oh yeah, the chat is broken, but it's been like that for a while, and I don't think I don't know if it's I didn't do really anything. I'm just using the I think Streamlabs or something like that. So it looks like it's somehow how their connection to YouTube or YouTube's API or whatever. Okay, that makes it buggy laggy. So now you see that when I started now, I actually started in here, and I also it should start as a, can't even see it. Let me just check something. Okay. I should maybe put in a debug here. So what I'm trying to achieve now is that I want the game to just start as a local host every time. So let's try and go over here. So this one should also start as local host, and then I should be able to join the other one, hopefully. I know it's a bit I'm not as prepared this time as I was last time. But it is also a lot harder to explain because so much stuff is going on. Okay, so now this one. So here I am also in my own game. They can see each other now. So if I go here and write fn join local host. Does that work? Cannot start client. Okay. So I need to. Okay, I know it's very small, but basically it's saying it cannot start a client while an instance is already running. So that's fair enough. So I might need to. Okay. Again, these commands are just for my testing purposes. This is not how you are supposed to join stuff. It will be with GUI and all that UI. Starting local host. Joining local host. how do I stop a... Can I kind of stop or end? Disconnect? Disconnect client. So how do we, because it's already going on, how do we end a host? Oh, shut down. Shut down. That must be kind of... I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Shutting down local host. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Can you say something like is client is host? Ah, okay. So if we are a host, then let's shut down the current one we have and then join localhost. Okay, totally long shot. Yeah, there is a bot actually. But as I said, it seems kind of buggy with YouTube. I don't know why. Sad it works much better with Twitch. Let me try something here. Cloudbot. Ah, okay. Maybe it's disabled. Commands. It should be there now. So if we say whoops. Let's see if he reacts to that. Ah, okay. Maybe we should give it a second to join. Yep, there it goes. Okay, I don't know why it was disabled. Maybe it was disabled because it was too annoying. I don't know. I don't remember. Anyway, this one is loading. Okay, let's try again. So again, all I'm trying to do now is to basically make whenever you start a game, it just starts as local host, as a local multiplayer. Because the thing is, when doing a multiplayer game, even the single player version is a multiplayer, just with nobody connecting and only you being there. So that seems like the way to go to do stuff like that. So now we have one over there. Then we go over here, start this one. And this is also something I have to, because you can see it takes kind of a while for it to start up. And the majority of time, as far as I remember from the last time I did some performance investigation on why it took so long. You see, like 20 seconds now. Like, so 25 seconds to start up. And the biggest, the reason it takes so long is actually because it needs to oh, new subscriber, Lars. Okay, I can't say that. Welcome. So the reason it takes so long is actually because it's, let me see here, is because it needs to instantiate or start up this master audio thing. Because for it to be able to play audios fast, you know, when stuff is going nuts and things are exploding, it needs to start all of the sound that the game have, and all the sound. Now, right now, there's no mods installed, so but they would be here too, and then it have to create like many disabled instances of these. And even though it doesn't really take up that much memory or anything, it takes a while to do. And that's actually the biggest startup time spent on that, as far as I remember. So anyway, so we are in here again. They are two separate players. Let's say that the left one here now want to join. Let me make it bigger. I should just go something like join local host. Cannot start client while instance already running. Okay, maybe this is not the way to do it. Maybe I should just skip that, because this is not working. Okay, I need to figure out how you disconnect or stop a let me just check something here. Do it over here so you can see it. Oops, stop. When a disconnect was server and go. But seriously, I shouldn't shut down. Should I really destroy the network manager? That sounds weird. Shut down, that was what we did. So that... Okay, maybe we should not focus too much on this, because this seems like something that could be kind of hard to fix. Okay, let me try and focus on something else, because this is clearly not working. Okay. Over time, I also need to figure out a way to quickly iterate the test, so it needs to be able to start faster. As I said before with the master audio, I need to do something so it doesn't load all these sounds when I'm testing, at least. Because for the majority of stuff I do here, I don't need the sounds, I just need the player to run around. And then maybe also have some kind of flag, so it just starts up, you know, and then the other one always starts up and join again to set up the shutdown. Only stops the server, I think. The network manager kind of sucks. Yeah, but I can't really get around that. Kind of sucks isn't solving it. I need to figure out how to. But I don't know if I really need to destroy the network manager and then create it again. It sounds weird. This is a singleton, and yeah. Anyway, I want to do something else. I wanna that input thing, which that's an annoying thing. Let's see here. So manager. Let's see if I can make it so that it doesn't spawn and all that stuff. Where is the mouse? Delta look thingy here. figure out. I can't remember. It's so long since I did this. Oh yeah, it's in here. Okay, so let's see if we can make, if we make this one a network behavior. I don't know if I can do that, but let's see. So if I'm not is owner, meaning if I don't own this object, meaning it's the other player, then I just return. That means that, and I can do the same down here. So that means I shouldn't move or try to move and look around and all that. Actually, I can do it even. Can I actually do it even better than this? Could I just destroy really here? Let's say if we are not the owner. Can't we just I'm trying here. What can't we just say? Couldn't we just? We could disable this, and then return maybe, so we don't set that. Let's try. And maybe we could just try something also to see if we could get it to start faster. Of course, I should never check this in, but if I go to the, I'll have to do another and smarter way of doing it, but I could go to the master audio prefab here, and then I could just basically, could I just remove everything here? Again, I wouldn't change this in, but now it should, in theory, start faster. Let's see. And don't worry, it's not like I just deleted all the sounds in the game. Oh, well, I did in this version, but I won't check that in, so it won't be saved. It's just, let's see if it have an impact. It did a little. And this is totally weird. It's because the reason it looks like this over here to the right and to the left in a moment is because it's loading up, and then once the loading screen is completed, it removes that camera, meaning that the screen won't be updated anymore because there is no player camera that kind of takes over and shows something like you normally would. So that's why it gets stuck in this weird thingy here. And it looks completely whack. But it's actually good because then you can clearly see that this is not working. I don't want to make it look too good, because then you think, oh, it's soon ready, but it's not. Okay, so to the right we start a local host, and we already have a problem. Object reference not in the why? You can see all the errors, by the way, here for the missing audio, but that's not a problem. Start. So we have a move position. Okay. We can't do that. Yeah, that's the problem again. Oh, damn it. We cannot do this. We can maybe do it in start, but let's wait with that. I think it's throwing this null exception because this awake thing is happening before it knows if it's actually the owner or not, and then things goes bad. So let's try again here. And again, the goal here is that when I move around or when I switch tool and stuff like that, the other player is not doing it, because he should of course mimic what that player is doing and not what I'm doing, if that makes sense. Blocking, I think actually right. I think making VR would kind of be easier, I think, than making multiplayer. but making multiplayer and then add VR to that would be epic. But again, I started on this a week ago or something like that, so give me some time. Okay, that I start to see why we removed that Steamlab bot. It's a little aggressive, right? What? Okay, give me a second. That bot is out of control. Let's see. Okay, that bot goes bananas. Yeah, I want to keep the bot, but I don't want it to reply every time somebody says VR or multiplayer. But I remember I set up something somewhere where it looks for. Oh, you can even do I also have that installed? Oh no. Oh no, we shouldn't go there. No, don't start that game thing. I will most likely turn that off at some point, but right now I won't do it. But I just remember there was some. Okay. I set something up somewhere where it looks for like multiplayer and stuff like that, and then it where was it? And then it replies to that, which is kind of useful, but not when it does it all the time. Yeah, let's turn that gambling stuff off. That's weird. It's too Twitch-like. It's too streamer-like. I don't want to do that. Anyway, turn it off. I turned it off now. Okay, I don't know. Let's see if it keeps being so freaking aggressive. Yeah, keep an eye on it, Keltosan, let me know, and then we will have to figure it out at some point. Anyway, let's get back here. I'm from the capital area, Copenhagen area. Sullivan. So let's try again, start local host. Let's see. Okay, now there is no errors over here. That's fine. Let's go over here, this one, and let's try and join. Whoops. Join local host. It's a little small, I know. Oh, and then it goes bananas. And then we have that one going nuts. But no, it's still okay. That's the switching. Okay, that's fair enough. But as you can see here now, it's not going up and down anymore. So that's good. So it's kind of working, yes. And the reason you couldn't see his moving is because the network synchronizing thing moves the other player back. So even though we can't see a difference, there is a difference because it's not sending that much. It's not fighting me moving the player and the player, yeah, synchronizing the location. Anyway, we take back the audio things because we get a lot of errors from that audio missing. So we don't want to do that right now. So I just rolled that back, so we should have audio again. Now. In here and here. Okay, fine. Let me think. Wait, so it's the switching of stuff. Let me just. So who is okay? We can do that in another way. So we can go to the input manager again. We could also do it from in here. No, we want that. We just want it. No. We need that. Where is the triggering of the flashlights? Inventory. Let's see. Player UI manager. Okay. Yeah, that one we don't need, I guess. I don't know if we can do this. Let's try. Network behavior. And then maybe we can. Could we maybe? Again, it's a long shot. Let's see. If we are not owner, then we just return. So that means it's not setting all this up. It does for the actual player on that, the player on the version of the game that you are controlling, but the other player is not setting all this up. Player pickup, blah blah blah, because we don't need that. At least not for now. And is this also where we are? Toggle menu. There's a spelling mistake, by the way. Menu. And then we have. We must have some kind of script on. I can't remember how this is made. It's so long time ago I made this. What? So all this is not happening. Tools manager. Tools manager. Yes. Okay. Let's try and do the same with this guy. Let's also try and not hook all this up. So if it's not the owner, meaning that it's the other player, all the other player, if it's number 2 or 3 or 5 of the other player, it's not the current one we are controlling. We don't need to hook up this tool manager. We might have to later so we can see whatever the other player is picking, but we might need to do that another way. We don't need at least to hook up to all these messages, because this is why I guess the other one is also triggered. Okay. Again, it's a long shot and never made a multiplayer game before. Yeah, spawning stuff. I can't even spawn anything right now. That will be another live stream, I guess, or at least it's something I need to do that soon also, just to test that out. But maybe we could try this. I want to try something because again, I don't know anything about how this works. So I was actually planning on if I could put just one object in here that is, multiplayer synchronized, and then if I could see that moving on the other player, because right now currently we only have the player. That is the only network object that have its position synchronized. So it's the only way you can see move around. If one of the player go up and take a truck and move that, the other player won't see it. But we could try and add a network component and a transform components to maybe the truck, for instance, just to see if it works and how it looks. Good. So let's go in here again. So maximize this, and then we go in here, and then we say start local host. Boom. So we are in here. So what we are expecting to see now is that the other player should not switch the tools. When I'm switching on one of them, the other one should not. But first, let's okay. Okay, just a second. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, it seems like on the player over, I'm pressing tab now and Q, and as you can see, nothing happens. We should see that the flashlight is working, but this one is not working. I can also click out here, so I clearly made something wrong. So that must be the UI. Okay. But maybe we are, as Rob told me, this start method. I guess the reason it's not working is because I'm not running all of this. And so let's try and set a breakpoint here. Let's see here. Let's try and set a breakpoint here, because I think that even though I am the owner of this tool manager, I don't think it says I am here, because I think the start might be happening before it knows about it. I don't know exactly if that's correct, but I think it's something like that. And there are some new methods or some other methods that you have to use when you're using a network behavior. There is something like on network spawned and despawn and stuff like that. So I might need to do that start thing in that method. Okay. Ah, okay, I know now. Okay, seconds. Okay, so okay, I will increase the I'm switching, sorry. It was just, I just discovered where I could fix this the keyword thing. So now I increased the cooldown, so it should now be longer between it actually. So now it shouldn't spam with that multiplayer all the time. It should at least do like, was it that 10 minutes or something like that? No, 5 minutes between that. Yeah, that's fine, Justin. I won't be done anyway today, so no problem. No. FM start. Whoop. Okay, so now I started the local game again. So, okay, is owner. So it actually do hook up this stuff on this one. So why is it not working? Oh, it's this one. It's this one. Yes, it's this one, because this one is in the scene and not on the player. Boom. This one, we don't need it on this one. So this player UI thing, I don't think we need it there. Because it's not part of the player, it's something that is only one-off in the scene, so the active player still needs that to be able to show the inventory, all that. I don't know if this makes sense, but I think it's correct. Let me roll back that change, like that. I think over here, I know it's very, very complicated, and I don't even get some of this myself. And I for sure cannot explain it in a simple way, because it isn't simple. So I'm trying to get, and that's also why I was a little like, should I stream today or not? Because stuff like this might not be the most interesting to look at, because it's so low level. It's not really low level, but it's kind of detailed and technical stuff that yeah, okay, but if you're watching the stream, maybe that is interesting. I don't know. So Luxon, let's stay in English so everybody can follow along. No Danish, because then only I will understand it. But basically Luxon is saying it will be it. He is looking forward to, he or she, I don't know, but looking forward to play multiplayer. Yes. And then he's asking how many can play on a game, and it will be a dedicated server, blah blah blah, stuff like that. I cannot answer, because as you can see, it's not even working yet. I just started literally a week ago, so I have no idea about that yet. And generally, all I'm saying in these live streams, as I also said in the description, it can change. I can change, because I don't know anything how it will end. I'm just trying it now, and let's see how it goes. Let's see if the UI works. Yes. Okay, so UI works. Perfect. Let's start the other one. Oh, damn it. Let's just give it a quick go here. So hopefully, I don't know if I double click this one, because then it will stop right away. Okay, I did stop it. Come on. Sometimes if you double click this one by mistake, it starts up the entire game, and then because you double clicked, it starts up everything, takes half a minute, and then it shuts it down right away. Perfect. And you can't stop it in the middle. Nice. Waste of time. Okay, so now you got the multiplayer thing, but try and write multiplayer again, Keltasar. You shouldn't get that message, or anybody should get that message the next 5 minutes, I think. Meanwhile, let me join a local host. Boom. Okay, So we have that outline problem. That's something I have to fix. But as you can see here, now we can actually see rotation. Yes, we can see the tools. But as I'm changing now, you see that? You know, no, he's also changing. Damn it! Yeah, okay, but that's because... why is he changing? Why is he changing in the tool manager? Should return. This is all events, so if I'm not hooking it up here, why? Okay, still not working. But something did change, because now you can see all the tools at once here, and that's because this line of code was not executed on the other player. So that means this was not executed either. So why he is changing? Maybe it's because it's okay. Yeah. I have to play a little longer with this. It's not easy. Anyway, it's dinner time, so I have to go. Wasn't the most interesting live stream today, but yeah, as I said, I knew this was kind of it's a little weird one, and a lot of the next live streams, I guess, will be like this, where I'm trying to make very, very, very basic stuff work. So have some patience, and let's see what's happening. I'm also doing stuff, of course, off stream. That's clear. Yeah. So that's it for today. That was 1 hour exactly, actually. So pretty cool. Did we get anything to work today? Yeah, we got the moving part working, actually. And now I need to fix the tooling thing so it doesn't show up on the other player. So these are kind of the bare minimum, just to make, things work kind of before moving on to other stuff. And again, I'm hacking my way through it here to just get an idea of how to make it work, and then I go back and then try and see if I can restructure or refactor stuff to make it work in a better way. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.